Hello everyone, this is Rose from Untwist Your Stitches, and this is a special floss tube. I told you last week when I was doing my regular one that I had been doing a lot of sewing and that I thought there was enough stuff where I could do like its own floss tube. So I have been sewing. I've got bags, I've got decorations, I've got some, I don't know what you would call those, but they're things that I've been doing. So I thought I would show it to you in this video. The first thing I'm going to show you is a video I made previous to sending the item out. It was a gift that I gave to my granddaughter. Along with it, well, in the video, it'll tell you what I did. So I will put that in real quick first, and then I will come back and let you know what else I have been doing. Before I send this off to my granddaughter as her birthday present, I wanted to do this quick little video and show you what I had made. I took a class at my local quilt shop, and we made this pattern, Hannah Hedgehog, and so I made this up for my granddaughter. It's going to go in this cute little bag for her. Oh, should have took it out first. And this is my version of the pattern. It's a little bit bright, but I thought it turned out very cute. There's this little nose. Could have tried to stuff that a little bit better, but I think she will like this. And to go with the stuffed toy, I found a book about a hedgehog to add to the gift. So that is what I am sending off to her. She will be 4, so I'm pretty sure she's going to really enjoy it. So that was a really fun class, and I do have some other animal patterns that I'll probably be doing, but those are fun things as opposed to items that are for a very specific reason. Another fun thing that I've been doing is I wanted some more decorations for my house itself. And some of the things that I have been doing are these little pumpkins. These are very easy to do. They are quickly done up in probably, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes. And it's all done with scrap material. And what I did to decorate this one, this is a button that I had. It's a little beaver, some leaves that I had, and the stem of the pumpkin is just a felt that I rolled up. Here is another one. Again, this is all just scrap material that I'm using, scrap felt. The leaves are in my stash for other things that I've done. And finally, this one. I put an acorn on it, I put a leaf, I put this as a little stem, and a little vine coming off of the stem. So these are the 3. They're all different sizes because all of the different scraps that I had were different sizes, and they, you sew them into a tube, you stuff it, you wrap floss around it to make the divots in the pumpkin, and these set on. It's supposed to be a candle holder, but I don't like the way that the wax gets on my shelf, so I just put these different pumpkins on it. The other things that I am going to show you are done for a specific reason. And the reason is I am a part of a group that is called Friends of the Centennial Library. Now, the Centennial Library is the local library in Grangeville. And twice a year we do fundraisers to raise money. And then if the excuse me, if the library needs extra funds, say if they're going to have a group of kids come in and they want to give them little stickers or other kinds of toys or whatnot, we give them the money that we've raised. So at Christmas time, there's a bazaar for the entire town, and we sell different things there. And then in the middle of July, there's a yard sale that is citywide. And it's advertised through the city, and people can buy at that time. It's a big deal here. So those are the two times that we do fundraisers. And then, you know, throughout the year, we help the library with the different things that they're involved in. They do a full day of face paint and activities at the park. And they have hot dogs and other chips and drinks and stuff. And if you have a library card and you come in, and I believe you have to be 12 or under, then you get all of this for free. And that's part of the stuff that our funds for our library support. So what I've been doing is I'm making items to sell at the Christmas Bazaar. One of the items that I am making, it's called a kitchen angel. And what's fun about it is you make it out of a dish rag, a dish towel, a dish rag, and a pot holder. And you just put it together in this way, and you have a little kitchen helper. Now on mine, I've added a little button to each one of them. There's a button on her neck for the ribbon. Now if you want to leave them like this and hang them in your kitchen, you may. Or if you buy them and you need to use them, it all comes apart, and it's something that you can use in your kitchen. So that's one. Here's another one. And this one has an owl as the charm on it, and a leaf at the neck. And I also did some Halloween ones. So instead of being a kitchen angel, it can be a kitchen witch. And this one, I found some cute little hats at Walmart that fit just perfectly onto these. And then in my stash, I had these little brooms and a charm. But this is a kitchen witch. Again, it's a dish towel, a dish rag, and a pot holder. And we have a second witch. So you can use them, and this one has a little jack-o'-lantern as its button decoration. So you can use them as decorations, or they're practical to use in your kitchen. Things that I've been making are these tote bags. And these, with the strap and the insides, they can be book bags, they can just be regular tote bags for whatever you want. But if somebody buys one of the tote bags, we are going to put in there a $2 gift ticket, and the library sells books, so they can use those tickets to go to the library and pick a book of their choice from what is being offered. So there's On this one, there is a quilt block on each side. Now, you're gonna laugh at me, and those of you that are quilters, you will understand what I'm talking about. These two quilt blocks are actually the same pattern, but I was not paying close attention when I put it together, and I put things backwards, and it came out obviously the wrong way. But they're supposed to be the same pattern. And I was just going along, you know, you set out your block on your table, and you're going along and you're sewing, and I had it all sewn up and everything trimmed up, and I put it together, and I thought, something does not look right. Well, yeah, I had switched the blocks here and here in the wrong direction, and that completely changed the pattern. But anyway, nobody's gonna know, and it's kind of a fun pattern as it is, so it is what it is. So that's one. This is another one. Now this pattern here, I'm going to do a few more of them, and what I want to do is make them into project bags, because this looks like obviously a bobbin. And so I'm going to make a few more of these and make them into project bags, and then I'll put those on my Etsy shop. Here is another one that I did. And another one. And another one. And all of these are lined bags. And the reason I'm showing you all of the quilt blocks the way I am is these blocks were donated by another member of the group, and she had been in a block of the month club, but had never put the blocks together. And she was going through her room and thought, you know what? I'm going to donate these if somebody wants to put them together. She was thinking maybe we could put them together and do a full quilt. Well, when I saw all of the different blocks, I thought, hey, you know, project or tote bags would be really great for those. So she gave them to me. I put them together and made the bags, and that is what we have. Editing, I'll go, you know, number 1 green, number 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then you will know the name of those quilt blocks if you are interested in getting any of them. The next thing that I am going to show you is I got this pattern at my local quilt shop. And when I saw it, because I was already doing these tote bags, I thought this little square and this little square would look great as a tote bag. So I bought the pattern and I brought it home, and this is what I came up with. I knew I had this pattern at home, or this fabric at home, and isn't that the sweetest little quilt block? And it turns into a fabulous tote bag. I'm also thinking of making a few of these in project bags and putting them on my Etsy shop. So once I get some more time, I will do that, and they will be available. I'll do a Instagram message that they're available. Now, I've also done the sunflower, but what has happened is when I was showing my friends what I had done, one of them just went wild over the sunflower bag and bought it from me. So I'll put a picture of it up now. And in the meantime, I am making another one. And this is what this one looks like. So I have made one and sold, and again, that money is designated for the Friends of the Centennial Library Fund. And then this one will be one that will be available at the bazaar. But they're coming out so nice. I'm really happy with them. Because the ladybug was so cute, I took that pattern and modified it, and I came up with my own bumblebee pattern. And the material says things like, be honest, let it be grateful, be prayerful. So the material that I used as the backing and whatnot has all of these cute little sayings on it about bees. And then the inside has bee skips and other bee related items on it. So that one worked. This one, I don't have the pattern pulled out. I didn't think about it before I started filming, but I will give you the pattern for this. This one I made a quilt, an entire quilt for my grandson for my daughter when she was pregnant with my grandson, because her theme for his bedroom was foxes. And that's what that is. And I will put the name of this pattern in the description box. And then the final one that I have ready to go, all made up, is this one. And again, I will put the name of this pattern in the description box. The material has woof, arf, all kinds of different things, dog related. The bottom of the bag, those are bones. The back of the bag, little paw prints. And this one's a little bit fancier. The inside of this has paw prints and bones, and there is a snap pocket in this one. It's also a little larger bag than the ones that I made with the quilt blocks. But yeah, that's what I'm doing there. So that's what I have been doing. Some of these I'm considering making the quilt blocks up and making them into project bags, and then they will go, as I've said before, I'm probably repeating myself, but they will go in my Etsy shop, and I'll put a post on Instagram when I get them ready to go. But that's the kind of things that I've been sewing. If you're, I've got all of this material behind me, so there are a lot of options that I can come up with for project bags and tote bags. And they're fun to make, and it just gives me a chance to get into my sewing room and do some things that I don't normally do. But that's what I've been up to and why I am doing these things. And I will see you in the beginning of November with my regular update on my stitching. So happy stitching and happy sewing and happy crafting and all the other things that we do. And I will see you in 2 to 3 weeks. Bye.